So, okay, the first fact, all right, the top 10 facts that you should know before moving out of Malaysia. First fact is this. This is our book, cover of our book. It's all available in Popular and MPH, and all the major bookstores across Malaysia and Singapore. More information will be covered in the book, but we cover the main points here. Fact number one: the first thing you need to do is have a mindset that you take about 1 year to get a good job that you are satisfied. So if you treat it like experience, that 1 year will be more meaningful, right? So that you don't expect to fly before you run, because a new country, start all over again, takes time. So the more you find out about the job market, the faster you get the job that you want. But give yourself 1 year. Well, it took me about 10 months really to get the job that I'm comfortable with. But be prepared. The next thing is you got to be prepared to work in jobs that underutilize your skills, right? That is not so befitting of your so-called ego, out the window for a short while, so that you can enlarge your social network, get to meet people in all kinds of jobs you're doing, right? So treat it as new experience. If you don't come in here, you have no, opportunity to work in certain jobs, certain industry. So now it can be positive if you think that way, right? That's fact number one. So second year, it'll be easier. So you probably will not get landed on the job that you like. Now, interview is, of course, another big challenge in Australia, because Australian employers, they value local experience very much, and they like to give you a lot of questions to find out what kind of personality type you are and things like that. So if you look at this diagram, it's just a depiction of how picky some Australian employers are. They want to see what you have right now to predict how you will behave in the job. Now, personally, we have applied these 3 contrarian tips to get your interview opportunity, right? It might not work for everyone. Let me just go down to the bottom of the slides, the warning there. Not many of you will agree with this approach, but we have used it, but no harm trying, right? We personally believe. In fact, the less people use it, the more effective this approach will be, right? Casey, I remember one time, Casey, you were interviewing Peter Lee, the investor, the value investor of Warren Buffett. He said, this kind of strategy, the less people use, the more effective. So based on that spirit, the first point is, say for example, today you send out 20 electronic applications. Out of the 20, you want to pick 3 top favorites. Go and buy 3 stamps, 3 envelopes. Type out the letter with size 16 for your cover letter, just 1 page, not more than that. Keep it brief, right? But in that cover letter, you put a color photo, cut and pasted on top, and the second sheet of paper is just maximum 2-sided resume, right? That is the first thing you should do. A lot of people will come and tell you, right? Actually, a lot of people in my generation, right, the adults, right? Some of them HR managers, crazy, Ken. This thing cannot work, man, because we don't want people to send in photos and that. Yes, that is precisely why you want to do that, because nobody does that today anymore. I'm not asking you to buy 20 stamps. Out of the 20 applications, just choose 3, post letter. The next thing is, in your resume, you want to keep it brief, maximum only 2 pages, 2 sides, right? And in that 2 sides, you want to create, right? You want to create a section that talks about qualifications that you do not already have, but you plan to pursue it in the next 2 years, right? So this will give you an extra edge that you have an application that the qualification that other people do not already have, right? And then we go to the third point. The third point is, as I mentioned just now in the previous slides, Australian employers, they want related experience in the field, local experience, but you don't have it because you just landed in Australia. So the best way to get the relevant experience to do some volunteer work related to the field. But right now, the Australian...
At my website, you'll find online financial seminars, which is I call webinars. I do it regularly, and also a lot of online investment and financial courses, which is conducted solely online. So I'll be waiting for you at my website at kclau.com. I wish you have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Bye bye.